Hi crafty friends, it's Emily and I am back with a fun pocket card, another pocket card, but this one is super fun. I have some new Catherine Pooler stamps and dies and inks I'm going to be using today, this beautiful quartz. And I'm just starting with some 49 and market paper I had in my stash. And I'm just using 2 pieces of paper and I'm scoring them down and going to end up trimming them to 5x7. So this is what would be considered an A7 sized card. It's a bit larger than the typical A2 sized card that I do, but I love it for more of a surface area to decorate more and to add our newest gift card holder die with a bow. So here I'm just kind of working on the front of my card, seeing what I want to do, and I have this beautiful quartz and I'm just using it direct to paper. And look at this, look at how it dries. So you can see how the wet part dries a little bit, but I'm going to put this aside to dry. And I also have a new metallic ink called Rose Gold here that I'm going to be using, and some platinum today. And I'm just going to go and ink blend along the edges of my A2 liner die, which has this beautiful stitched edging. So it'll help make you see that stitching even more. So you can see that detail, and look at this beautiful rose gold, and it's just this beautiful shimmer. And with the ink blending, I really like doing it this way with the platinum inks because then I don't typically need that fixative spray. It doesn't come off, but you can still grab it just in case you need it. So look at how beautiful this quartz ink dried. I just love that pink. And so I have all this beautiful just pattern paper from 49 and Market that I loved and was really inspired by these patterns. And I'm kind of trying to figure out what goes with what. I stamped one of these stamps from Catherine Pooler onto some orange paper, but I don't know if I was feeling it. So I'm kind of trying to move things around and see. I really love this pattern paper with all the different designs on there, and I really wanted to showcase that a little bit. So I decided I liked this cut out in white so I could really showcase the pink. And then I really liked this stamp a lot better. I did the Let the Adventures Begin in that quartz on the white, and I just liked the way that it made the front of the card pop. So this isn't going to be assembled the way a typical card would be, where you're obviously scoring and folding in half. I'm going to do something a little unique today and different. So here you see me just gluing down the front of my card. Right now I'm just adding a lot of layers for decorating. I love doing a lot of different layers. And here on my adventure stamp, I'm going to add some foam to the back here, and I'm just placing that down for a little bit of added dimension. These new stamp sets from Catherine Pooler are great because, of course, they can be used for graduations, which are coming up this season, but can also be used for so many different things, like new home, maybe your kid just got a driver's license. So I'm also using the keyring die, and I have some platinum here that I'm going to do the same process where I'm ink blending on some cardstock. What's neat about this keyring die that Catherine Pooler made is there's a little cut in that circle die, so you can actually add on like an actual keychain, and it's so much fun. I'm going to show you here. I'm going to die cut these out. And then look at this platinum with the key. Doesn't that look so realistic? I just love it. And then whoop, it goes just right in the loop. You can just loop in as many different ones as you want. And she has a lot of different styles in here that I don't even use. So there's just a lot of versatility that goes with it. And just the idea I had for this, I was actually inspired by another crafter that did this same idea, but the keychain really set it off for me. So I'm going to put this keychain in the corner, and then I have this awesome mini gift card die that actually comes free. The saying comes free with the bow die when you purchase our bow gift card holder die. You get a full sheet of sayings that I created for you guys, and you can cut it out with your mini gift tag, and I thought it would look so cute on this keychain, and I feel like it does. And I also, if you notice on the keychain, I also stamped on top, way to go, on top of the platinum. So you can use that just like the same way you use the other Catherine Pooler inks. But of course, make sure you grab that fixative spray just in case, because some of it, if you do use a lot of it, it is a very slow drying ink, and having the fixative helps to make it dry quick. So here is that little cut in the loop here, and I decided I think I'm just going to glue it down. I have everything I want on my keychain, so I'm going to kind of close the loop, I guess, if you will, and I'm going to glue that right into the corner of the front of my card that I'm making here. So I'm going to let that dry. I'm first going to, I have these super thin foam adhesive dots from Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L, and I wanted to just put that gift tag down because that one was flapping up a little bit because the hole's a little bit smaller than the loop, but otherwise it looks really good. I'm just going to move on with taping down the front design I created before putting that foam tape on the key and the Way to Go keychain as well. I have this adorable little heart that's also a part of the die set that I cut out, and I'll find a spot somewhere to put it. But for now, I just love my keychain. I think this looks so pretty. And so now I have this beautiful quartz. I really want to work on assembling my bow for our gift card holder die with a bow. The one way I love doing this that makes it a little bit simpler is having an adhesive sheet. You definitely don't need this, but I like doing it this way. It just makes it easy. It creates somewhat of a sticker for those little pieces. So here I'm just grabbing all the elements of my bow die. I don't know if you noticed, but I have a full magnetic sheet here that I've shared before on my social medias, and I kept the diagram of how to assemble the bow, which is on the back of our packaging, so it makes it really simple for you to follow along and just assemble it quite easy. But I'm going to do it right here with you guys. So here I have all these pieces, and what I like to do is get all the little paper bits out typically first, but here I wanted to show you that adhesive just peels right off, and then you'll stick the top rounded parts go on the top, or the rounded parts go on the top that have the point on the end, and then the angled pieces go on the bottom. And so just peeling off that adhesive makes it a lot easier, and then it makes it so you don't have to worry about using glue and it warping. And I'll make sure I have the adhesive sheets linked for you in my YouTube description below. So just continuing on with those little pieces, I really love assembling our bow. It just, once you see it all kind of come together, it's just so much fun, and there's so many different ways you can do it. This is obviously just using that quartz color from Direct to Paper, which is crazy because it looks like a colored cardstock, which is the whole idea that Catherine Pooler had in mind when she created her inks. And I just think it's just such a lovely thing, because if you needed a pink color but you don't have it, you can definitely use Catherine Pooler inks to just create that on some white cardstock and then die cut out or use for whatever you'd like for card making. So there's our bow. It looks so great. Now let's cut out our actual gift card holder. I love using 49 and Market paper. It's nice and sturdy, and it holds the gift card really well. It works fine with other types of paper, but I just feel like with 49 and Market, it just lasts a little bit longer. So here I have this is called mint tape from scrapbook.com, and mine's super wide, so I decided to cut it in half. And I'm just creating a strip, making sure my straight halves are there, and I'm not measuring at all. So just using the same process, Direct to Paper, and here I'm just trying to create just what looks like a ribbon that would be like a gift for this bow die is what I like to call it. So the whole idea behind our gift card holder die with a bow is so that it made to look just like a gift. So you can kind of see it come to life here as you see me place the bow on there. And you can also see how dark this quartz color looks when we initially put it down, but it will dry to be that same color of the bow die, and it's really pretty to see. It just like this color is just really pretty. I really like it. It's really pale, kind of rosy. I just really like this color, and you can see how different it looks when it's wet compared to when you'll see it later when it's dry. And I made this gift vertical. You can obviously make them horizontal. This is the first one I've made vertical so far, but it would fit better in my A7 card since it's a vertical card, but this could definitely fit horizontally in this same sized card here. So this is the main difference, is the bow, obviously, and we have these straight edges, so it looks just like a perfectly wrapped gift, and then you can stick your gift card in there, and it just looks so cute. So now I'm going to move on to creating the actual pocket for the inside of my card. So I have some 1/8 of an inch cherry tape here that I like to use because it is quite strong, and this is super thin, so any thin adhesive will do when adhering the pocket down, and we're just doing the sides and the bottom. So this is the same type of pocket that I've done on my black and white graduation card. I think I just had to get the color out of me to make this type of graduation card, or really whatever you want this for, because this isn't strictly specific to graduation. So I also cut out my A2 liner with our card sentiment dies, and then a scalloped on some white cardstock, so you could still write something on this card. So obviously this is a super decorative card, but now you can write something there if you want to say congratulations or whatever you want to say to the person receiving the card. So our inside's done, and I think this looks awesome. So let's go on to the mechanics and the assembly of this, which is super fun. So I have this hole punch here, and this one's unique in that it creates a really small hole. So my hole, I'm actually putting this on top of my inside one to make sure the holes line up so that it's even. So when it lays on top of it, you're not going to be able to see the inside of the card at all. So just making sure that hole's poked all the way through, and now I want to make sure I secure down my keychain here. So I'm grabbing that extra, those thin foam adhesives, and just placing those down now that I'm pretty much finished with my card here. These look great. I really love the thin foam adhesive because it doesn't add too much bulk in case you just want to add a little bit of lift. So that looks awesome. So now let's do the fun part here. I have my little itty bitty brad, and of course it's pink, and that goes in the hole and in the second hole here, and then you just bend the back like you would normally, and then now you can twist it up. Look at how neat this is. And then you have your gift card holder, and here's the way the gift card goes in, just like this. And it's going to fit perfectly. And how beautiful and personalized is that for your loved one? And then you have that whole sheet to write whatever you'd like on. This was such a fun make. I hope you guys try it out yourself. Thanks so much for watching.